Dr. Datta, one thing that has in fact been said over and over again by political pundits and experts is that, phase one perhaps did not go as well as was anticipated by, a number of parties, including the BJP. But phase two, in all likelihood, despite of the increasing heat, is going to more or less make up for that lapse or that lack of footfall. It was on an average down by 4% if you compare it to what happened in 2019. Is that something that you worry about?
No, I don't think so. It is not a very big factor or not a very big issue as such. And in my understanding, if I have to look into overall voting pattern in the phase one of this election also, it is more or less satisfactory. And the voter turnout, yes, in some areas was less than what was expected, but still, like the people who voted, yeah, and if you hear into their commentaries, of different news channels when the reporters had gone or taking their bites or their interviews, generally what was seen from north to south and from east to west was like there was a huge feel-good factor for the work being done by the Honorable Prime Minister, and people per se actually wanted Modi ji to repeat the third term, And second thing is like when it came to the question of anyone creditable who could pose in a challenge for the Prime Minister, generally the voters say that there was no one in the fight to fight against the Honorable Prime Minister. So because of that also, I understand that there was a kind of a pro-incumbency factor in the first phase also. Second phase of the election, because of the rapid fire, election campaign being done by the Honorable Prime Minister and by other stalwart leaders of the NDA, we have been seeing huge line of voters right from early in the morning from the nook and corner of the country. And my understanding is like once the voting gets concluded this evening, my understanding is it would be at least around 6 to 7% more than what was in the first phase. Definitely in the second phase also, I can say with a lot of conviction that NDA has the upper edge, and the face value of the Honorable Prime Minister is absolutely unchallenged. The kind of crowd which the PM is pulling across the nook and corner of the country, and basically in the non-traditional areas where BJP is not strong, that itself speaks in volumes about the popularity of the Prime Minister.